This is me and my dad, and we're going to show you the easiest way to wash your dirt bike.
All right, what's going on? Thought we'd do a little tech tip here on Cole's KTM 50, but this is a tip for any bike. We went riding yesterday and the track was really muddy, unfortunately, and we all know what it's like getting these clay stains or just whatever kind of dirt. This is clay that just doesn't wash off with a garden hose. Now, if you got your pressure washer, or if you have a pressure washer, if you got it out, it's no problem. They just come right off. In my case, it's just more of a hassle to get the pressure washer out than what I'm going to show you. So the pressure washer is nice for if you're at the track for a while or maybe a race day, but at home, I really don't like to bother to get it out. So I'm going to show you a little secret. See all those, this has already been hosed off. So this has already been hosed off by the garden hose, got all the big stuff off. So back when I was racing and really into it in the late 90s and early 2000s, we were at a national and we were buying, they got all kinds of bike wash that you can buy. I don't know, you pay a lot of money for it. I think back in the day it was called XL7 and it was like, it was expensive. It was like, I don't know, 15 bucks for a quart of it. You sprayed it on and it took off every stain right off the bike. So we were at a national and we were at the Team Green Hauler, and they had, I don't remember who they were sponsored. They had a bike wash sponsor, and I don't know, we were talking to the mechanic or whoever was washing the bikes down, and he said, you guys want to know a secret? And he was like, this is, we're actually not using whatever this is. This is Simple Green. So I've used it ever since. So, I don't know, 20 years for a lot of stuff. And you can buy it in whatever. They sell in quarts, or they might even sell it in spray bottles, but a gallon of it's like, I don't know, 10 bucks. So it's like maybe a quarter the cost of Cycle Wash, probably more now. So yeah, let's get some Simple Green. You soak the whole bike down with it and let it sit for a while, and then you're gonna hose it off. I'm gonna be honest, I use a light brush just to get in where I can. The wheels, the plastics, but you can't get into a lot of the motor. And I'm gonna come back after I do it, and you'll see. So you're just gonna, just soak it down, the entire thing. Obviously, plug up the silencer, which I don't have a small enough plug that fits this bike, but and just one other while we're here, on the older KTM, on the older 50s, the stator was a huge issue, and a lot of it, people thought it was that seal where where the wiring comes out. These newer ones don't seem to be as problematic, but still, if you're pressure washing, don't spray it anywhere near that stator cover with any pressure. And even if you're just using a garden hose, I make sure that you're misting in that area and don't put it on blast, because those stators are super finicky. If you have a 50, you probably already know that. But all right, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we just finished up with the Simple Green wash. Sprayed the whole bike down, let it sit for a couple minutes, soak in. And then this is like a brush I was talking about here. Just what I would call a long, soft bristle brush. You get it at any auto store, or probably even like a home goods store or something. I use that brush. You just hit the areas with heavy dirt buildup. The wheels, the pipe, what parts of the motor you can get to. The rest of the bike, pretty much I just spray off and dry with a towel. And as you can see, all the dirt and clay stains are, gone. And I will say, this is a 2017, like the motor, anything that's aluminum, if you don't get those, they're gonna get that stain. They're gonna get that clay stain or the dirt stain, and it's just it bites in. This has always been, I wash this almost always with Simple Green. As you can see, I mean, it almost looks brand new. suspension, all that stuff. So anything that's aluminum and you let that stain bite into, especially the motor, because it heat cycles, eventually you're never going to get that nasty looking stain out of there. And even the hubs do it too, so I don't even know if it has to do with the heat cycles. Anything aluminum, that stain eventually bites into, even with a pressure washer, you'll never get it out. It's just nasty. So the Simple Green really, yeah, I mean, someday you're gonna probably sell the bike and it will help it with the resale. You know, the clamps, I mean, anything that's aluminum, it's just easy. I hate getting the pressure, getting the pressure, I got gas pressure washers, so you get them out, get it out. I don't know, the hose is a pain, everything about it's just a hassle. So it's just a lot easier. Everybody's got a garden hose hooked up, even if you just got it outside your house. So that's just the way I do it, and I think it's pretty easy. And one other thing with the Simple Green is boots seem to, I don't know, obviously gear you wash in a machine, helmets don't absorb, but these the boots get that nasty stain too. I see a lot of people with just whack looking boots. I mean, these boots are 2 seasons old. Always spray them down with Simple Green and just spray them off. I mean, you know, it basically look new. It just, again, that you let that stain get in there, that clay stain or the dirt stain get in there, and it won't come out. And one other tip, and it doesn't matter what, this is just I buy it in bulk, but this is a silicone based tire shine. I wouldn't use Armor All, but if you go into any auto store, they're gonna have silicone-based tire shines, something a little bit better than Armor All. And I actually forgot to do it because this is the first time we rode this season, but if you spray down under your fenders, we always, you know, on race day it's important, or I guess any day that you ride, and especially these low horsepower bikes, but I mean anybody that doesn't want mud, but on these low horsepower bikes, I mean, if you get 10, 15 pounds of mud built up under the front and back fender, and that's not good for anything. So if you get some silicone tire shine, you spray down the whole bike. Just if you spray it on the motor and the pipe, it's just gonna burn off. So I would avoid spraying anything that's gonna get real hot. But spray under your fenders, front and rear, and let it dry. I always do it the day before we race or ride, and especially if it's gonna be muddy, and let it dry for the day, and you really won't get any, it'll help you out for the day. You get through most of the motos without getting any mud buildup. You gotta spray it on and let it dry. If you try to spray it on right before the moto, I don't know, it doesn't really work as good. But yeah, when you spray it on, be sure to do it. Don't do it inside your shop or your garage, and don't even do it on your driveway, because it honestly makes a mess. Either do it on a big piece of cardboard, or I do it in part of my yard where I don't really care that it's kidding, because it makes a mess. It falls it goes to the ground. So, but yeah, all right. Thanks for watching.